Welcome to Escape from the Dreamlands. I'm Jordan, she, her.
I'm Ben, he, him.
I'm Chris, she, her.
And I'm Selena, they, them.
And let's recap what's happened thus far. Selena?
Last time on Escape from the Dreamlands. 3 strangers wake up in a swamp covered in mud with no idea where or who they are. After battling some nasty bugs, they wander their way toward music in the distance. On their journey following the sound, they find some great berries. A being we learned is called the Lady of the Shroud, and a woman named Malin, who filled us in on some details on mud people. They are people who wake up in the mud with no recollection of their former life. We found the source of the music at the cabin of Shepherd, a seemingly kind older man who spends his days rocking in a chair on his porch, looking extremely cool, and playing the guitar, often helping the wayward mud soul. He offered us his cabin to spend the night, and now, take it away, Ben.
All right. You guys have had a relatively restful night in Shepherd's cabin. It is cozy and comfortable. However, the sort of pervasive stench of the swamp that it is built in still seeps through the ramshackle construction. And you wake up at some time, and when you look around, you can tell from the ambient environment, it is very much still a foggy moonlit night. And you very much still hear the sound of Shepherd's music on the porch out front.
Does he ever eat? Or sleep? No, probably not.
Does anyone remember anything? I really thought that a good night's sleep would help me remember the subjects of my kingdom, and yet here I am, having still no idea the difference between my butt and a crow.
Yeah, I feel like I went through so many different dreams. They're all a blur. Anything different? No?
Your butt's attached to you. Not for me. No, can't remember anything.
Seems like my eyes haven't gotten any better, so these glasses sure are. Oh, what a relief. Wow. It seems like I lost my good eyesight with my memories, I guess.
Let's see. I am going to take a look at the marbles. They still gray and smoky?
Yeah, all the marbles that you have are still very much these sort of like glassy orbs, about marble-sized, filled with this swirling gray smoke.
Okay, well, don't need that. So, let's, grab some food and I guess head towards the caves then. Yeah?
Yeah, that sounds like the way to go, according to Shepherd and Malin.
Breakfast.
Yeah, breakfast. Is there still, like, food on the table?
Yes, there is still a nice, like cauldron of stew under the fireplace, or I guess over the fireplace, in the fireplace, and then just wooden cutlery on a table.
Did we leave the dishes dirty last night? I can't remember.
I do believe we did, because I was real mighty tired.
Mm-hmm.
I'm ashamed.
Someone has cleaned up.
Well, I think in my former life, other people did that for me. So you guys probably should be taking care of that if you want me to bequeath unto you the land that my ancestors stole and then gifted to me.
What about payment? You were really insistent that employees were paid wages.
Listen, it'll be a fair price once I remember what prices are and what a fair wage is. It could be 100 gold and it could be less than 1 copper for all I know. Kings just don't really bother themselves with the whims of the poor. And so I have no concept of currency.
All right. Well, yeah, let's eat. I grabbed some stew.
Yum, 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 yum.
Yep,
Tasty.
you guys have some good hearty stew.
Soup.
And then pack up whatever stuff you need for getting ready, and I assume head back out to the porch where you see Shepard in his rocking chair playing his guitar.
Well, thanks for the stay.
Of course. I know that the first couple hours here can be difficult.
Shepard, I will never forget you and the kindness you have shared with me.
I appreciate it. And I have more. He takes his one hand off the guitar, still plucking with the other, and
Sick.
reaches under his rocking chair and pulls out just a hemp bag that he hands to you, Ursa. A parting gift, and I hope it'll serve you well.
Well, thank you very much. I kiss his free hand. Mwah. I'll see you again someday, I bet.
I'll
I
be
thought-
here.
Other people were supposed to kiss your hand.
You said this the last time I kissed Shepard's hand, and if you had kissed Shepard's hand even once, you would understand why I did it again.
I'm good. Thank you. But no.
Anyway, let's go. I look into the sack.
It contains 2 healing potions.
Nice.
Ooh. Do I have a way to attach this sack to my belt? I
Yeah,
assume I'm wearing
yeah, you can
a
just sort of-
belt.
Yeah, you can just sort of like tuck it under one of your, maybe even many belts. It's hard to know with fantasy characters just how many belts they're wearing at any given
That
time.
is such a good point.
I mean, I have a backpack. Are you not also wearing a backpack?
I am wearing a backpack. Thank you for answering my internal monologue. I guess I'm going to add that to your list of abilities.
Seeing into the hearts of others.
You guys now continue along the way towards the cave, which you know at this point to be continuing in the direction you were already headed. So, just as a reminder, for navigation in the swamp, it is a survival check,
Heh.
which I believe Lorelai is making.
Oh, yeah.
I
And-
hand Lorelai the compass again.
Yep, so you're getting a bonus +2 to that. And just as a reminder, the better this result, the more friendly the encounter table is.
Oh, and it's going to be solid this time, like it always has been,
It
right?
has been good. Hey, it's
Okay,
still
and
pretty
a
good.
19 plus 2
It
for
remains
21.
All right, go ahead and give me a D8 roll.
Oh, you got it. Well, watch it be a 5 again.
It could be a 5
Wait,
again.
a
It's
D8,
been
right?
a lot of 5s. Yep.
No, it's not. Shut up. That is
Get
a
a new
5.
digital D8. All right.
Wow.
So, you guys have not been traveling with Lorelai for long, and even given your lack of knowledge of your past, even you are impressed by your ability to navigate this strange environment. As you guys are walking, avoiding dangers, staying on high ground, you notice a pool, a small pond of mud, and you see within it the corner of a large wooden crate that is about halfway sunken. Although despite being stuck in this mud, it does seem to be in reasonably good shape.
Goodies?
Or a trap.
I'm going to walk over and I'm going to shove a dagger in and try to pop it
Alright.
open.
Yeah, so that will be an athletics check.
Hope there's nothing alive in there.
On a nat 20?
A 19.
Yeah, you get a 19.
Natural 20 for a 19.
Yep, a dirty 19. You are able, this fairly small elf woman, you see jam this knife in, and then sort of just like hang from the knife, and like eventually the crate just sort of leans this way, and then is out of the mud. And then you like grunt and wiggle it, and then you're able to pop the lid off.
Didn't even have to get my horns dirty.
Bravo.
So, what's in the crate?
Inside, you see an assortment of coins, some gems, a pair of scrolls, and 2 more healing potions.
Ooh.
Your Majesty, I do believe that we have found your paychecks to us. Thank you for your generosity.
Thank you.
Anything for my loyal subjects.
What's on these scrolls?
Yeah, if you open up those scrolls and take a look, you're able to pretty quickly identify them as a scroll of silent image and a scroll of a long strider.
Okay,
Can anyone use these scrolls?
if I remember from my kind of, I don't know, vague feelings about my past life, I'm pretty sure anyone can use a scroll.
I think so.
Let's
It's
see
much
then.
easier if it's on your spell list, but anyone can attempt it. Lorelai, you get the sense that you can do
Yeah.
Long Strider. I don't think anyone here can easily cast Silent Image even from a scroll.
That would make sense.
I think I might be able to do the silent image one.
So should I add Long Strider to my character?
Add a scroll of Long Strider. So
Thank
it's
you.
it's a one-time use to cast that.
So it was 2 healing potions, 2 scrolls, and what else?
A bunch of coins and gems. If you guys take some time to sort of do the accounting in the swamp at this moment, you would find that it is 116 gold, and none of you are experts in like gem identification, I don't think. But you think those would probably sell for somewhere in the 50 to 100 gold ballpark.
While I count the coins, I'm going to ask Kaylin to pop into original form and help with the gem counting.
All right. Yeah, Kaylin, just there's in a puff of feathers and brimstone, the imp appears in their true form.
Yeah, could you help us out a little?
What do you need?
These shiny gem rock things. Can you tally those up? Question.
Yeah.
Do you have an innate sense for how much precious stones are worth?
Is it better if they're shinier? Is that sort of, do I just sort them by shininess?
Better than nothing.
Sure, I will itemize the gems in order of shininess.
That seems as good a reason to sort things as anything.
It's true. Sometimes luster means quality.
And sometimes it means bluster.
How many gems was that?
It is
50.
assorted gems worth somewhere between 50 and 100 gold. You do not know.
So how many gems?
It is an assorted amount of gems.
Got it.
Evil.
Assorted
Chaotic evil.
gems worth
Or is that lawful evil?
52 GP.
It's
Okay.
hard to tell because some of the gems are sort of fused, and do you count that as 2 gems or 1 gem? You know.
Right, right. I understand.
That's true.
Are you just gonna add that to your inventory and then
Yeah, you know,
you sort it out when we get there?
I don't need to hang on to material possessions. Sometimes with where I go, things don't even follow you. Like sometimes I lose my shoes. So I think you keep the money, and maybe if I need anything, just pass me a little something, okay?
If you lose your shoes, you should tell me because there are shoe gremlins out there in the world.
I haven't met those yet.
Yeah, they're pretty terrifying.
Where are they? Are they here?
Yeah, you should go look over there.
I'm,
And I lean over to Kaylin. Sorry, what's your character's name, Chris?
So
I'll be
you
like,
lean over, you're just like, hey, what's your name?
what's your name again?
Your Majesty King Ursa, have you forgotten your loyal subject's name?
I am name blind, and I forgot to write it down. I just assumed I would remember you, my adventuring companion's name, and I was wrong, and I am not afraid to admit when I was wrong. But the reason why I came over here to whisper in your ear is that I did just play a prank. Because
It's
there are
D.
no such thing as shoe goblins or whatever the heck I did say.
No, there are.
What?
There are. They're incredibly vicious. If you don't get your foot out of the shoe in time, they will bite off the entire foot.
Well, blister my biscuit. That is not what I thought I would learn today.
I'm just gonna roll a deception real fast. That's a 19.
I think
greater
Ursa
than my
believes it.
insight.
Yeah, why wouldn't? Why wouldn't? All right. So you guys have done a little bit of swamp accounting, and pack everything back up. Unfortunately, Lorelai, you were unable to find the shoe gremlins. They must have just barely gotten away from your keen eye.
oh no.
I hand your Majesty 58 gold.
Okay.
That means they're out there somewhere still, watching, waiting.
And you guys continue on. So go ahead and give me another survival check and another 5.
You betcha. Okay, so a dirty 20. So, this is going to be a 6. An 8.
No, an 8.
Ooh, big money. You guys hear something, but don't see it yet. You hear the sound of wooden wheels and a jaunty whistling. You hear it coming from the distance. You can't see what's making the sound, but you do hear the rolling of wooden wheels through the swamp and someone just whistling a happy tune as they make their way through the unpleasant terrain.
How are they even getting their wagon through the swamp? We're trekking through mud and stuff.
I do not understand carriages. My father, I don't remember. Never mind. I was gonna make a joke like my father always told me I should learn how to fix a carriage, but
No,
that
no.
joke is not applicable when you don't remember who your father is.
No, honestly, acting like you remember more than you do means you are less likely to be outed as a mud person.
So I should just start making up things. Well, okay, so I guess I am a peasant who does carriage repair.
Oh.
No. Keep the king thing.
Oh,
Wait, are you saying you're a peasant because deep down you know that you're royalty?
yeah, I do believe in my
Oh,
heart of
okay.
hearts, not my heart of hearts, but in my pockets where I found the scroll of pedigree, that I am royalty.
Oh, this could be awkward later. Peasant. Your peasantry.
So you guys are having this conversation, trying to figure out Ursa's cover story. Um, and you see, emerging from the fog and trees, making his way through the swamp, is a satyr who is pulling a two-wheeled wagon, just a whistling as he meanders through the swamp. He seems alone, quite unworried about his environment, and you notice that in his wagon is a large, apparently empty burlap sack.
Can he see us?
It looks like he has noticed you and is making his way over.
Ah, shit.
I'm gonna wave and I'm gonna be like, hello? Hello, do you have need of that bag, please?
He wheels over to you guys, and does just the most bow. The most bow physically possible. There's a lot of this, and then an extremely low, long, drawn-out bow before quickly snapping back up to attention. And he says, "Hello, yes, unfortunately I do need my bag. Apologies."
Oh, sure. Well, with an opening like that, you go right on ahead then.
No, I will. I do normally. I'm a merchant. Unfortunately, I'm out of wares. Otherwise, I would offer.
We are new to the swamps. Some people might call us mud people, so we are a little confused and perhaps a little weird.
Aha! Well, isn't that splendid?
What happened to the... Okay.
Your Majesty.
Majesty.
This was Selena forgot the plan. Selena.
I think Ursa forgot the plan, too.
No. That bow really did make me want to tell the truth. It was,
Yeah.
I've never seen such amazing manners. How do you do? And I do the same bow. Very deeply, very sensually.
Quite splendidly, indeed. I was merely making my way towards the city, to restock.
Who exactly do you sell to out here?
Out here? Well, no one. I'm out of stock.
Who's your normal clientele?
Is this a hypothetical situation where I currently have wares?
Well,
Yeah.
I mean, who'd you sell all your wares to?
Oh, mud people.
Got it.
Yes.
Oh, so you would sell to us if you had wares.
We just caught you on a bad day.
I would sell to anyone, but mud people tend to be the ones more interested in what I sell.
Would you sell to the woman who killed your father?
What? Now that seems extreme.
Will her coin buy things?
Yes.
Then sure.
There we go.
Riddle me this. If I didn't sell to this person, would that bring my father back?
Perhaps. You never know.
Well, I'll have to try it sometime.
That is a really good philosophical question, why linger in the past and try to seek revenge or vengeance when, it's not gonna bring them back. You might as well just move on.
No reason to seek vengeance. A silly endeavor.
I can't imagine.
If you're lucky, maybe if they had stolen something from your family, they'll pay you in that coin and you'll just be getting it back.
So now this person murdered my father and robbed my family?
Well, why else would you kill someone if not to steal their money?
For passion. A murder of passion. Perhaps this woman and my father had eloped. And then he was with another woman, and she walked in on them making the beast with two backs, as it were, and
That bastard!
Stab!
That cheating harlot,
Scandalous.
he deserved it.
Blood!
Your father deserves death.
My father was a bastard. In this hypothetical.
Oh. Yeah, you're right.
Dee is having a hard time staying vertical.
So did my father.
Wait, so are you saying this is not a hypothetical?
Huh? I'll be honest, I've been lost in allegory. I am Nat. It is very nice to meet you.
Nat,
I'm a
will
merchant.
you pay us to find the woman who murdered your father?
You know what? I think it's gone too far, officially.
I agree.
I probably should be on my way.
Right.
What do you typically sell? Quick.
Trash. Mostly. Which is why I sell to mud people. They seem to be the only people interested in it.
Question.
Yeah.
Do you have a general We found one of these, and I pull out a marble. Do you buy these things?
I accept them as currency, but I don't. I guess no, I don't buy them.
You don't buy them. Got it. As another quick question, just because, you know.
You have me here.
We have you here, and it's a out and known fact that we're mud people.
Sure. It's just so you know, really obvious.
Understood.
Yeah.
Oh, is there something can you see something on us? Is there like a
No, you are a group of people wandering through the swamp. It's basically gonna be a mud person every time.
Okay, got it.
And not just because we're muddy?
No, because most people prefer to not be in the swamp.
Ah.
That makes sense.
And generally the only people who are in the swamp are mud people who are breaking into the city. Got it.
If you're trying to break into the city, you have gone quite the wrong way.
Well, I've heard that there's a sewer grate.
We're just heading to the cave.
Oh,
at the mountain.
Then you are headed in quite the right way. Congratulations.
Well, thank you for this splendiferous conversation. I am enchanted for sure. I don't want to take up any much more of your time. You are a very successful, I assume, business person since you did sell your whole sack, and I'm impressed.
Thank you.
Right, that's what I was going to ask. Are marbles the only kind of currency people accept, or is coin and gem okay too?
Coinage. I mean, gems would be an odd currency, but you could sell them to a collector. They've got uses. But yes, coins and fragments are sort of the main currencies here.
I give him a gold piece.
Thank you.
No, thank you. Anyway, bye.
Bye. He will grab his cart and start trotting away, whistling.
How close is that mountain looking?
You cannot see that mountain through the dense fog and thick swamp of dead trees. It still appears to be nighttime with a moonlit fog that doesn't seem to have changed in the, you would estimate, close to 12 hours that you've been here.
So it's been night for 12 hours?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Well, let's keep going.
Alright, as you start to keep going, you notice something. You catch sight of a broken tree branch, and then you notice a piece of fabric torn on that branch, and you are able to follow that to another piece of torn fabric that appears to be bloodstained, and footsteps that are not headed in the direction that you were going.
Interesting.
So, at this point, you have two choices. I guess you have three choices for you'd like to go. You could say, you know what, we should just go back and talk to Shepard, and go back this way. You could continue on your intended path. You could continue on your intended path towards the cave, Or you could head towards these footsteps, which are going north.
I personally, honestly, don't care about this mystery dying person. They could already be dead. It's fine.
Or a trap. It's true.
Or a trap, exactly.
On one hand, I do not want to entangle myself in another person's business, but also, what else do we got to do today if we can save a life, you know?
I mean, you are the king. So if you declare that you wish your servants to go rescue someone, I suppose we don't really have a choice.
Yeah, I'll back you up. I mean, I'm just may as well. Safety in numbers. Subject
And
or
if
no.
they're already dead, we can just take their stuff. It's fine.
All right, so let's go take a walk in another person's shoes.
Wait, did the goblins steal their shoes too? Are we the goblins?
No, we haven't eaten anybody's feet yet.
Oh.
I think that's an actual part of having to be a foot gremlin.
I think I heard about foot gremlins in a spider's web before. It was on the web. I learned a lot about feet that I did not want to.
Thank you for saying what I could not, Selena. I appreciate it.
I'm very brave.
All right, so you guys decide to follow this trail.
I mean, I guess, yeah, spiders would know a lot about feet, given that they have 8 of them.
That's so true. That's so accurate.
Mm-hmm.
And I like how the truth and the accuracy of it. Can you guys give me another survival check and a D8
Yeah.
for the first leg up towards this cave?
The first leg.
Or away from the cave.
It's a
Ooh.
27.
Oh my goodness.
That's a
Absolutely crushing it.
beefy roll. And this time, a 2.
A 2.
Variety is the spice of life.
It sure is. You guys are walking along, following this trail. You are still able to find footprints. Anyone who wants to give me a survival check to make any estimate of, like, how long ago this happened?
I sure will, because it's a 25.
Wow, you're destroying it with these survival checks. You would estimate that these footprints are probably a few days old.
Okay.
So you're not chasing something that is super recent, nor is it like ancient history.
So, we are likely going to find a dead body, so we should, at the very least, be able to loot them.
Or an undead body.
Or an undead body, which still means we can take their stuff.
Yeah.
While that is not what motivates me, I'm still happy to go in the direction of these footprints.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, excellent. So you guys are just walking through Lorelai, leading the way. So far, having done a very good job of keeping you all safe. When D, you are, navigating through, occasionally holding onto a tree to help stabilize yourself, and you put your hand on the tree to stabilize yourself, and when you go to pull your hand off, it's not stuck, but it is sticky. And you pull back, and you look up, and you see long spider webs
Damn it!
going down this tree. And then you guys see, descending from the trees all around you,
Oh no.
several
No.
several person-sized spiders.
Oh no. That's bad. Why did you made this? This is from your mind palace. Fucking sick.
So I wish I could take credit for spiders. I truly do.
Like, I feel like nature probably.
Nature beat me to it a little bit.
You totally would have come up with it though.
I
Like,
would have come up with spiders.
You would have come up with it.
I
yeah.
would have come up with spiders.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nature had it easy.
Oh! Ursa! Are these the spiders that taught you about feet?
Ah. She doesn't say anything.
And let's get some of this going.
I count 5 spiders on this map that I can see with my eyes. Oh, it's 6
4,
now.
5.
It's 6.
There's 6
Can
spiders.
I get-
Oh man. Okay. Seeing there's just a bunch of spiders and none of them are near us yet. I'll go with what my instincts are. Seeing this spider up here in the tree off to the right, I want to try and shoot it with my longbow.
Go for it. Get that spider.
Will a 23 hit the spider?
If I said no, you would all quit. Yes, a 23 absolutely hits.
You are right, I would. If I can't kill a spider, I leave. It's a 5.
It's a 5. The spider is still alive after taking 5 damage, but it does, like, that looks like it did a substantial amount of its health.
Good job.
They are not particularly resilient bugs. Anything else for you? Bonus action movement?
Yeah, so I do have Dreadful Strikes for sure, which is when you hit a creature with a weapon, you can deal an extra 1d4 psychic damage to the target. And that's just an other. It's not a reaction, so I think I can do it. Yeah, kind of
Just
whenever.
give it to him.
It's a ranger thing.
I'm going to hit him for another 3 psychic damage.
Nice. He's still up.
The spider's having a headache. Bad headache.
Spider, bad headache. Immediate migraine. When you get shot with an arrow and then also get a migraine, it's like when it rains it pours, you know?
Ugh, yeah.
And I think I'll save my favorite foe just because there's so many spiders, you know,
There
like...
are a lot of them. All right, it is this one in the back corner over here. He's gonna work his way over to D, who
Oh!
is
Quite
quite visible and is going to try to bite you. How does a 10 do?
Not.
Yeah, so this spider comes, truly rushing at you quite quickly and goes to sink its fangs into you, and you're just able to get out of the way. And then it is
hate that.
This one on this little hill thing, and it is going to move to there and then climb down the hill next to Ursa and try to bite Ursa. With a 14,
Does not hit.
yeah, it like goes to bite at your leg, and you just have these like massive steel greaves.
I also got gams for days.
Yeah.
And it's like, buddy, what are you doing?
These thick thighs saved my life.
they truly have saved your life. D, it's your turn.
I will see you guys later, and I will go invisible.
D just does one of these, vanishes.
D's out. D's not into this. Then D is going to 5, 10, 15, 20.
Give me 1 quick second here. As you step away,
Uh-huh.
it attacks.
God damn it!
Yeah, it misses, a 7. So it bites at you. You now are aware that within a certain range at least, these things are able to sense invisible things.
Well, that was useless. Glad to know. Kaylin, just attack the one next to Ursa, please. I'm using my bonus action to tell Kaylin to attack.
Do you want to move any further than that?
Yeah, I will move, this is 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30? 30 is about here?
Yeah, so
There's
you're...
a mound there,
yeah,
right?
I think you're like behind it though, yeah.
I'm behind the mound.
All right, I'm
I'm
gonna
not on
just,
top of the-
just so that we can visualize it. I'm just
Okay.
gonna do that so that we can still see you peeking out from behind the map.
Nice.
Sounds good.
All right, and now it is a bird's turn.
Huh?
Just a bird. Who can
Bird
say
has
which
been
one?
given order to attack. Bird does the peck. 20 to hit.
A 20 does hit. It has to make a Constitution saving throw. It fails it.
All right. It takes 6 points of piercing damage and 9 points of poison damage.
Yep. and that is enough to kill a spider as Kalen goes with its talons and just grabs into this thing and tears it apart in a way that really a normal bird should not be able to do. Truly not believable as a bird at this point. Not that these spiders really know any better. Then it is this one over at this tree who will have to spend 5 feet climbing down the tree and still has enough movement to get over to Lorelai.
Mm-hmm.
And gets a nat 1.
Yes.
And it leaps forward and just dramatically overestimated its ability to jump and falls a solid 5 feet short before, like playing it off like you do when you trip.
Oh, yeah.
Like no one saw that.
But I did.
And then it's Ursa's turn.
I do an attack.
You're not
Yep.
currently next to anything, but
This one, yes?
yes.
That's a baddie. And I will swing with...
This one is a baddie.
I'll swing with my greatsword.
Cool.
That is a 14 to hit.
A 14 does hit.
Incredible. And that would be 9 points. 12 points, sorry. 12 points of slashing damage.
You run over to this thing. I assume do some sort of unnecessary sword flourish. And
I just flex.
you
like
just
I'm
flex.
flexing these guns as much as possible.
And then you bring the sword down and just split this spider in half.
Well, now I can bonus action do another attack because of great weapon
You sure can, yeah.
fighting. Now I come to this one and I do another attack.
Yep, 24 will do.
24
Just barely.
also hits. That's pretty good. And then 10 slashing damage.
Yep, you have taken this spider down to the only hit point that matters.
Wow.
As it is barely clinging on to life.
Oh, damn. All right.
It's got the most important hit point left.
You could smite it.
I don't think it's worth it.
Yeah. Also, yes, you would have had to declare it before, but whatever. It is this one by the log. It's gonna try and take a bite of a totally normal average bird. Just your run-of-the-mill bird. And with an 8. Boy,
No,
these spiders
no.
did not get their coffee. They are...
Oh.
Alright, it is this one's turn. She is going to climb down there and then take the dash action over to here because you guys were too far away for her to get to you. And then this one is going to climb down the tree and get over to Lorelai and try and bite the one who so rudely shot it and gave it a migraine
Haha.
with a 13.
That will not hit.
It sure won't. And it is Lorelai. You have spiders on 3 sides of you right now.
I
Wow.
sure do.
You're so tasty.
You are surrounded by these very scary, dangerous spiders who are capable and worthy.
Are they now?
Of love?
I don't know. They just need to do after that round. The spiders are going to spend the next round just doing self-affirmations to try and get out of their own heads.
No, you're really scary. Come on.
You can do it. Just bite them.
Just bite them.
Seeing that I am surrounded by these speeders here, what I'm gonna do is I'm going to, oh boy. Okay, so I think I'm gonna snap my fingers, and as I do, behind the spiders, in the kind of cube behind the 2, right behind me,
Yeah.
a bonfire will appear. I will create bonfire and start trying to make some roasted speeder here.
Excellent. Yeah, you can absolutely have a little bonfire going next to those crazy guys. Does anything happen immediately, or is that something that triggers on?
Yeah, so kind of what's up is I have created a bonfire here. So basically, until the spell ends, it's a concentration spell. There's a bonfire and a 5-foot cube there, and so I want it to be like kind of on the spiders enough, so say that their legs are burning, so they would take damage from it.
Okay, so it has to be in their space. So you're gonna have to choose one of them that it's on.
Okay, the spider I gave a headache to, I'm going to roast alive.
Roast that spider. All right. Yep. It has to make an immediate dexterity save.
There we go.
A 14.
It does make it.
All right. The spider avoids taking any of this fire damage. If it ends its turn there, it'll have to make it again.
Do it again. Yes.
Yep. All right, that is your action. Anything else?
I certainly didn't anticipate that result, but as a bonus action, I'm gonna use my Zephyr Strike because I don't want to get opportunity attacked.
Nice. So just so you know, that'll drop the bonfire because bonfire's concentration.
Yeah. Seeing that my bonfire did not work out for me, plan B is called get the fuck out of here.
I like that plan.
I like the get the fuck out of here plan. So yeah, I cast the Zephyr Strike.
We did one episode with no
one.
curses.
And we're past the first 5 minutes, which is all that YouTube cares about.
Get the heck out of here.
Get the heck out of here.
I do a get the heck out of here. And it doesn't, I don't know if it matters.
Abracadabra out of here.
Yeah, and
all right, yeah.
And whatever happens, yeah.
Yabba dabba do.
You drop this bonfire, the spider jumps out of the way, and then you're like, well. And you basically call upon the wind itself to cloak you as you gain this, like, supernatural alacrity and are able to move without provoking attacks and opportunities from these spiders. These very scary, dangerous spiders.
Yeah, so what I'm gonna do is I wanna teleport behind this spider. Like, I wanna kind of be back over here.
Sure, yeah, so you can just reposition to there. No
I want to be there.
Alright, it is Dee's turn.
I'm gonna come here, and I am going to say, Ursa, my king, I'm very sorry about this, but I will heal you immediately afterwards. I'm going to cast Shatter. Centered at that little cross point there.
Right, yeah, so you're
so
gonna
I can get 3 of them.
Yep, you're gonna hit this.
Yep.
Alright, so Ursa and those 3 spiders all need to make Constitution saving throws.
Got a 5.
All 3 spiders pass.
Oh my god.
All 3 spiders take 6 points of thunder damage, and
the only one you hurt was me.
However,
they're all a little hurt.
They're all a little hurt, and 2 of them were already pretty badly hurt. So from this thunderous noise, even though the spiders are able to weather it pretty well, 2 of them shriek and collapse.
So I take 12 points of thunder damage?
Yes.
13.
Or 13.
13.
And then I will use a bonus action as more spiders crawl out of the corpses of those ones, but these ones are made of gentle white light. I'm going to heal with my healing light.
Alright, so that is a
4
1,
hit points.
a 2, and a 1. So 4 hit points back on 3d6.
Wow.
Oh
You
god.
slap most of the spiders off or something. No, those are good spiders. Okay.
Is that a bonus action to do that?
That's a bonus action.
Alright, so your bird dodges, and then it is Ursa's turn.
I panic and just attack the one in front of me.
Alright.
Not well.
A
Not
9
well enough.
does not hit.
Does not do it. Okay, and that is my turn.
All right. This one by the bird will attack at disadvantage. Gets a nat 1 trying to hit this bird. Attacking at disadvantage because it dodges if not given a command.
What
And,
a loser. Yeah, no.
and then this one here is going to try to bite Ursa. Oh, that is not a real roll. Ignore that. It does its multi-attack that it suddenly decided to have.
3d20.
A 13 is going to
That does
miss,
not hit.
and then it is Lorelai's turn.
Okay. I have a Zephyr and I intend to strike. I now have advantage on one weapon attack roll on my turn. I'm gonna get my longbow back, and the one that's near Ursa, I'm gonna try and shoot.
All right.
I have advantage, so I
You
will
do
like
have
to try
advantage?
again.
Yep. So the 9 probably not enough,
And
but
neither with a 70.
ooh, it is a 9. That misses.
Imagine if that was the crit was the one, and then she also hit me, and then I go down because of my
Yep.
my
For your
inept
allies.
party
Yep.
mates. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, yeah.
Me, the tank.
Yes. Be the tank. Get hit by your own group. D, it's your turn. Oh, sorry.
Oh
any,
no,
movement
no!
or
I
bonus?
was just gonna say there is nothing else I can do other than just go.
Then just apologize.
Just go,
Unfortunately, Jordan, it is an action to go, so you'll have to wait till next turn to do that.
Yeah.
All
Yeah,
right,
it's
T.
interacting with an object.
Yeah, exactly. It's your turn, T.
Oh, my turn. Great.
Imagine cringing as a status effect.
Like to roll to cringe.
Yeah.
What is it? To cringe would be a charisma save at disadvantage?
It would be a charisma. It would definitely be a
It's a
charisma
charisma
save.
check. Yeah.
Yeah.
D is going to pull a tiny little jingle bell style bell out of her pocket. She's gonna be like, well, this worked last time, and completely the wrong way to cast it, cast Toll the Dead as she chucks the physical bell at this spider.
Like it's a Pokemon. So it has to make a wisdom save, is that right?
Yeah.
Well, unfortunate for you, it's an extremely wise spider.
Oh.
It passes
Fuck.
with flying colors.
Let's see. Can I would like to, since, this is a cantrip, use my reaction to cast silvery barbs through my Fey touched feet
Yep.
and give it disadvantage.
Yep. Nat 20. This spider is wizened beyond its years.
Should we kill it or harness it?
I give advantage to Ursa.
Yeah. Cool. It is your bird who is mildly offended by that.
Oh, right, I haven't used my bonus action. I tell my bird to attack that one.
Yep.
Does a 10
It
hit?
does not. You can feel your bird thinking, well, maybe if I had advantage, then I would have hit that. You've only been traveling with me for some amount of time, but we don't know how long, I guess.
We can speak telepathically, so I will think back. I felt bad about blowing them up.
Alright, Ursa,
Bloodied
it's your
me
turn.
with a spell that hit none of our enemies.
It did kill 2 enemies, but yes, it is Ursa's turn.
I'm gonna attack the one in front of me again. And I have
Yep.
advantage. Cool.
You do.
Well, one was a 1, so that's good.
A 13 exactly hits.
Incredible. Smash. 12 slashing damage.
Yeah, you cut another spider in half. And it is just.
And I can do another attack.
gone. Yep.
Ah.
Glad that these ones don't like spit acid after they get a little hurt.
Yeah, really.
Alright, and this one takes 9 damage. It is badly hurt, but still up and at 'em, ready to go, ready to take on the world. It is going to... It looks at... massive person covered in metal, small bird, probably its natural prey, and will try to attack the bird. Yeah. So that's a 6, which I think does not quite make your bird's AC.
No, has to hit a 0.
Yep. Dang. All right, it's Lorelai's turn.
Okie dokie. Seeing the spider, I'm gonna move up within 5 feet. You know, I'm a fast one right now. I would love to try and that works. And I'm gonna try and hit it with my short sword. Just
Yeah.
Yeah.
Give it a good one.
Yeah, I will give it a good one. A 13.
13 does hit.
Yes. I will absolutely stab in that spider for 7, and a dreadful strike because it's a new turn. So 7 plus 1, 8.
Excellent. Yeah, the
Dead.
spider keels over, dead.
Aha!
As the sounds of combat drop and you take stock after this terrifying battle where you took 13 total damage as a group.
And it was all me. I'm just like... I lay on hands.
You notice that next to each spider is a little marble with swirling smoke. And one of them has a gentle, warm glow for Ursa.
Yay.
Oh.
This one's shiny. I'm gonna come touch it.
Yep, you
Ow.
lean down to touch it, and you see Ursa just absolutely, completely zone out. So I've dealt you another card.
I touch the little smoky orb, and suddenly I am no longer in a swamp fighting horrible, horrible spiders. I'm looking at my own reflection, and I see the eyes of a person who won't forgive themselves.
And after about 6 seconds, you sort of back into the world.
How'd your trip go?
We should move on.
You guys pack up the remaining fragments, leaving behind the corpses of very dangerous, scary spiders who definitely provided a challenging encounter, and head along your way. Lorelai, you can go ahead and give me a navigation check as you continue to follow these wacky footsteps.
On the subject of travel, everyone, I have some news.
Uh-oh.
Is that this time, if we're using the compass, it was only a 12.
12, you say? Let me pull out my
Which means
TPK
you rolled a
table.
4.
Go ahead and give me a D8 for the encounter. And this time, if you roll a 5, it's okay, because we're on a different table.
It was another 2.
A 2.
Oh no.
Last time I rolled a 2, it was spiders.
Should we take a quick sit down before we go on our way?
If it would
Heads up
benefit
for-
you, then that's fine. I got some thinking to do.
Sure.
I mean, it could benefit you too, Your Majesty. I could heal you up as a softie.
I don't need healing anymore. I solve my own problems because I don't need you. All you do is cause me pain. This is a toxic relationship.
You're a self-made king pulling yourself up by your peasant's bootstraps.
Yes, because that's what the peasants should do. they should forge their own bootstraps and then lift themselves up in order to attain just a fraction of what I have and earned rightfully through being born.
Exactly.
That's how life should work.
All right. I'm gonna take a short rest then.
Yeah, you guys can sit down for an hour, just to rest up. I assume Ursa very slightly withdrawn, pondering this vision. And as you guys, an hour later, start to get back on the move, I would like everyone to give me a perception check, please.
Yeah. Something I'm typically good at.
Too distracted in my brain space to really make out anything with that 5.
All right.
16 for Lorelai here.
So you guys are walking along. This area of the swamp is thicker, more difficult to travel through. You are making progress at a slower pace than you were before. And after about 2 hours of continuing to follow this path, which you are able to still like keep track of, Ursa and D, you guys start stepping through like a shallow flat of mud, and you start to sink into quick mud.
Not to alarm anyone, but it does appear that the earth is receding deeper into herself.
Yep.
You know, she's just inviting us in.
All right.
Stabbing
so,
my sword into some firm ground.
Immediately, I would like each of you to just make a strength, an athletics check to try and just free yourself, and then next round, people will be able to help each other. All right. Ursa, you just like stick your sword in and just pull yourself out. Meanwhile, remind me how tall you are, D, because this might come into play.
5 even.
All right. D quickly sinks 2 feet down into the mud. Do either?
I'm gonna help as soon as
all
I
right.
can.
Yeah, you can reach out a hand to try and help. So.
It's my toxic party member who's only caused me pain. I guess I'll save her life.
So I will let you guys make a choice here. Either Ursa can make the check, or D can make it at advantage. Either, basically, is Ursa, are you just trying to like provide something to help D out, or are you trying to just pull D out?
I was intending on pulling.
All right, then you can.
Before your hand connects, D is like, no, and snaps her fingers, disappearing in a puff of mist and appearing behind.
All right, so you misty step on out of there.
Instead of letting me help you, you burn a spell slot.
Yep. That is exactly what happened there.
Wow.
You know, it's about growth. It's about growth, gang.
No, this wasn't a spell slot. I just, kind of have some talents.
Well, Ursa didn't say.
Yeah.
You used a spell slot. Why wouldn't you just let me with with a really good mod?
You could argue it's worse than using a spell slot, because I assume that's a once per day thing, and as a warlock you get your spells back on a short.
Yes, it is.
Yep, awesome.
Wow.
Okay.
Jesus Christ.
But good news, I can still cast this spell with my spell slots.
That is true, and also, had it failed, there was a 25% chance I would have rolled a 4 for the next round, and then you would have been entirely submerged, which would have been really bad. Because you wouldn't have been able to Misty Step out at that point, because you need
couldn't
to
see.
see your target.
Well.
Alright, Lorelai, go ahead and give me another survival check.
Oh boy. Well, that's a 21.
Excellent.
Or a 23, I guess, but you know.
Roll a 5. Give me that 5.
Okay.
I do not need a table roll this time.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh, it's like a cave.
Yeah, you guys see ahead of you through these dark, dead trees a small cave. And the mouth of this small cave is lit with a warm yellow glow.
Well, that's the cave.
Hello? Anyone? Anyone nearby? Or should I just go into this cave? I don't want to intrude on another person's property. I sure would hate it if anyone walked into my castle.
You can see the flames inside start to burn brighter as the light gets more intense, and then you hear a booming voice that nearly makes the ground shake. Say, "Who goes there and what do you want?"
We're not sure. Neither of those accounts, probably.
I am Ursa, presently king of the mud people, but possibly king of other people as well. I seek sanctuary after receiving guidance from Shepherd.
Hi.
Hi.
You hear a booming voice that shakes the ground. Hi? Someone in there sounds very confused.
You wouldn't happen to have any shoe gremlins in the cave, would you?
What?
You know, shoe
hear
gremlins,
the cave shaking with fire, voice booming.
Famous for stealing
What?
shoes and also eating feet.
No, are those here? Is that a thing here? I hate this place. I hate this place.
Oh no! Okay, I'm going in. I'm entering that cave.
All right. You enter the cave, and inside you see like 5 campfires that are all just like roaring with these sparking flames, and sitting in the middle of them, like there's a circle of them, she's sitting in the middle, is a short but sturdy looking wood elf, maybe half elf, you're not sure. She's wearing an oversized blood-stained cloak. The fabric that you found seems to match the make of her cloak. She has a wide hood drawn over her head. You see her hands are a pale green, and then she has this messy dark green, almost black hair spilling out from under her hood. She looks up at you as you enter, says, still voice booming, "There's a king of the mud people?"
Yes, and they do request you bow in their presence.
Is it... Oh, what? Is it you?
You don't recognize my voice? As from the person outside the cave who said I was King Ursa?
She looks confused, on the verge of tears.
You still have your feet, which is good. We can work with that.
What are you gonna do with my feet?
Nothing. We just wanted to make sure you hadn't run into any foot gremlins. Shoe gremlins.
The misinformation we are spreading across the swamp.
You know, they do live in the swamp. You know, if you do get stuck in the sink mud, sink deep enough, and they will get you.
Perhaps now that we are safe in this cave with this warm fire, now is not the time to reflect on the many ways we could die in the nighttime. Hello.
Is it still night?
Hello.
Is it still night? It seems to be. There has been nothing but night as far as the time we've seen. How long have you been around/out of the mud?
I have no idea. I would normally count my days by the sun.
So you did not come from the mud.
No, I did. I
Oh.
did come from the mud. I just don't know. After about a minute has passed, you notice that her voice has stopped booming and the fires have died down.
In It's been it's been nighttime for about a month, by my approximation.
How did you know that?
Well, because we've gone to sleep about 30 times.
Go ahead and make me a deception check.
Yeah.
Why are you gaslighting us?
Not gaslighting you.
Gaslighting this poor woman.
Well, Ursa's also confused now.
She says, I don't think I've been here that long, but I haven't seen the sun.
It's possible that this is just a moonlit swamp, and it's always moonlit where the swamp is.
That sounds mighty romantic, if you ask me. I am a king in need of a queen.
Does it have to be a queen, or is it any sort of consort appropriate?
I believe any type of consort. I'm not asking anyone here. It's just suddenly that thought occurred to me that I'm going to have to produce an heir at some point for the throne. If I don't have one already, actually.
I'm perfectly happy just being your vassal.
Incredible. I'm really glad we are on that page, which is the same one. Anyway, hey, little doggy, what's your name?
My name is, Tyr Wolfsbane.
Tyr
I've added
Wolfs.
a handout for you guys of Tyr Wolfsbane.
Well, it is nice to meet you. God, does this seem to be the cave that Shepard told us about, or?
You don't think
No, 'cause
so?
it was at the bottom of the mountain.
Unless, you said it's at the bottom of the mountain. This seems too small. It's also not in the direction Shepard pointed you. You don't know if Shepard is reliable, but if this is the right cave, he had lied to you. It also doesn't appear to go anywhere. It seems like it's just like a den.
Are you the wounded person we've been following? Does Tyr's clothes match the ripped fabric we saw?
Yes, it does, and they're bloodstains, though she doesn't currently seem injured.
How are you feeling?
Scared, confused, alone.
Understandable. Most mud people are scared, confused, and alone when they come out.
I wasn't alone when I came out.
Oh.
Now that's interesting. So how many people did you wake up with?
There were 3 others. I could not save them, and I ran.
Save them from
They
what?
fell. The monsters of the swamp. We were beset by large flying bugs that drank their blood.
Generally not pleasant.
I do like my blood to stay inside my body if I have the choice. Which, as proved today, some people here would like to steal my blood. They look very pointedly at D. Anyway, do you want to come back with us? We're going to go to another cave at the bottom of a mountain.
They're heading, I forget the name.
The city?
He said they wouldn't let us into the city. Are you going to the
No,
city?
you just have to break in through the sewers.
I was not trying to break into no sewers. I was going to go, not the correct route, but the legal route.
Yes, which is breaking in through the sewers.
I believe there was another gate.
Yeah, I think if you go further around, there's another gate. Yeah.
But we're going in the opposite direction of that.
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, so you guys are currently walking away from the city. I believe Malin told you that she knows of a route to get into the city that does come up through the catacombs. And that there are other gates, but you would have to... You're heading towards Glitter, which is a mining colony, and you would have to go down past Glitter into this large cave, go underneath the city, go past it, go back up to the surface, and then go through another gate. She looks around. She says, I guess you've made it this far, and I will run out of food eventually. I guess I'd rather die trying to do something than just let myself go.
Let's get you cleaned up. People normally feel better when they're not covered in... Is this your blood or your former friend's blood?
It's a mix.
Well, first of all, I'm sorry for your loss. I don't think I've said that yet.
Thank you.
Dee extends her hand as a single pure white spider drops down from one of her fingers and begins scurrying across the bloodstains. Dee will cast Prestidigitation to clean up Tyr.
Okay. Yeah. She just sort of sits there. She doesn't try and stop you, but she doesn't seem to, like, be like, oh, golly gee, thank you, ma'am. She says, what, I had hoped this was a dream, but I think I've been here for too long for that to be true. Do any of you know anything about where we are, who we are?
There's a giant moth lady flying around in the sky occasionally.
We are in a swamp outside of a city, a swamp where a lot of people wake up, not having any recollection on who they are. And there are some glowing little marble things that will help give a glimpse, perhaps, into the person you once were.
I hold out a handkerchief currently containing 7 marbles. Do any of these look different one from the other?
Let me roll that. Close, but no. Very close. No. I saw those.
Do you have any yourself?
Yeah, she has 2 of them. She'll show them to you. Let me roll those. And indeed, one of them is glowing for D.
I will trade you one of them for the other, because this one looks a bit different to me.
She just kind of, like, shrugs. Okay.
Dee extends her hand.
Yep, and you reach out into her palm and grab it, and then just zone out, just like hands on her, like your fingertips on her open hand. And as you're zoned out, she looks at the other 2, Dee and at Ursa and Lorelai. Goes, what's she doing? What's she
She's
doing?
in a little bit of a trance while she possibly regains some memories. It's best to... It doesn't last long.
Alright, I will deal Chris a card.
And I'll deafen? With Jordan?
Yep.
Yeah.
And go ahead and say what you see. Feel free to embellish if you would like.
I'm traveling down secret tunnels beneath the city. It's damp. It smells of death. I hate it here. But I feel like it's a sight I see very frequently.
And then you just sort of snap out of it, pull your hand back, and the fragment is gone.
Did you get a good one? Because I got a bad one.
What defines good and bad?
Did it make you feel good? I think you're overthinking it.
Gave me some direction. Let's just say I won't be looking forward to us going into these catacombs.
Into these what? Sorry, I missed...
The catacombs. The catacombs, the sewers, the tombs below the city.
You feeling claustrophobic? Well, come on, Tyr, let's go and hoof it over to the glitter mines.
Did you have... She stands up. She's like she's gonna follow along. Did you have things with you when you came out of the mud? I was holding on to a piece of paper tightly.
Oh, that sort of thing. Yes.
Did we have paper?
We had
no,
things.
You had your glasses were the things that you were clutching to.
That's right.
She's basically just unfolds it and shows it to whoever is closest, so probably D, And D, make me a knowledge religion check.
Knowledge religion. Not trained in that, but let's see if I have good luck.
Pretty good roll. You see
14.
Yep, you see a handwritten list. I guess, of course, handwritten. Of 20 names that you all recognize as being names of gods. Like, you see like a few major ones, and you're like, okay, and then you're like, yeah, that's probably a god there. And 9 of them are crossed out on her list.
Can I roll an Arcana check to know if Dee knows she was casting thaumaturgy earlier?
Yes, you basically you're like, okay, list of gods. She said she was wounded, but she isn't wounded anymore. When she talked about how her friends died, she said that she couldn't save them. You think this is probably some sort of that Tyr is probably capable of divine magic.
You're a little bit priesty. You have a list of gods. Were you studying?
I have no idea.
Did you kill these gods?
I hope not. She folds it up and puts the paper away. And then she says more quietly, but you guys can all hear, if I were strong enough to kill 9 gods, I would hope I could save 3 people. Alright, so now introducing the sidekick system that I'm using for this campaign. Throughout in this world, you'll be able to find helpful and capable NPCs who are willing to help you out and level with you. And for game reasons that I apologize for, you can only have one of them with you at any given time. So this is just like purely mechanical. There will be times where it doesn't make sense that you can't be rolling up with your army of sidekicks. So basically, if you ever have more than one sidekick with you and you're traveling, one of them will be indisposed for whatever reason. And if you're in town, you'll basically be able to take any one sidekick with you at any given time. So Tyr is a healer sidekick. So she's gonna know things like bless, cure wounds, sort of your standard like Healy cleric package.
Yay!
And as you guys take off, heading, I assume back to where you started this detour. I think that is probably a good time to say next episode we will continue back to the path and perhaps make it to the cave.
Very exciting.
Where there might be some
To the glitter
terrible
cave.
things. To the glitter cave.
Thanks for watching Escape from the Dreamlands. I'll see you next week.